As soon as the news about investigation against online news portal NewsClick regarding alleged Chinese funding broke, a certain section of the media started crying foul. They took to various platforms to say that journalism isn't crime and how the press in India is under attack. Hello and welcome, I am Shreya and you're watching The Pamphlet. To put things straight, these individuals are not being probed for their alleged journalism, but over allegations of having received funding from foreign land illegally for promoting stories and narratives that challenge the territorial integrity of India. If one identifies oneself as journalist, that does not absolve them from following the law of the land. Now that we have that important bit of information out of our way, let us talk about another narrative that is being talked about everywhere. A lot of the people who are being probed are claiming that they are not even associated with NewsClick and are being hounded for criticizing Modi. Let us break this down. While it is true that many of these individuals have been critical of PM Modi, it is untrue that they are being hounded for criticizing him. You see, in the bigger scheme of things, some of these individuals are not even relevant, as these guys aren't household names like Arnab Goswami or Navlakha Kumar. If you ask 10 people on the street, 8 to 9 would have heard about Arnab Goswami. Hardly anyone would know about Paranjoy, Guha, Thakurta. Another thing is that these people are also not the only ones who are critical of PM Modi. Some of whom are his supporters are also sometimes critical of PM Modi and are not hounded or harassed. Because that is how democracy works. Hence, to call it targeted harassment towards otherwise non-entities kind of appears more like misplaced sense of entitlement. So no, these individuals are being probed for allegedly using funding from China for propagating anti-India narrative. When Narendra Modi has been the Prime Minister for almost 10 years, it is quite obvious that the easiest way to attack Indian interest would be to attack a man who they have already painted as a dictator. Last 20 years of media narrative against Narendra Modi would make their work easier now. Hence, under the garb of attacking PM Modi, some of these individuals attacked the government. Here are some examples. Sohail Hashmi. Sohail Hashmi is the brother of communist leader Safdar Hashmi, who was killed by Congress workers in 1989, and Shabnam Hashmi, a very vocal anti-Modi activist. Sohail Hashmi has claimed he had no professional relationship with Prabir Purkaist, founder of NewsClick, who is currently under arrest. Hashmi claimed he only knew Purkaist as his junior while studying at JNU. He claimed he was being targeted for being a Muslim. Hashmi had not only written an article in leftist propaganda portal The Wire, criticizing the Central Vista project undertaken by the central government, but also went to the courts to get the project stalled. It was in 2021 that the Delhi High Court not only dismissed the motivated plea by him, filed to stall the construction of Central Vista project, but also fined him rupees 1 lakh for filing a plea that was not genuine. In 2019 too, he had floated a petition for clarity on the Central Vista project. The Central Vista project, one of the pet projects of Modi government, was announced by Union Home Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, which included redevelopment of the Central Vista, Rajpath and many government buildings by 2024. Hashmi had alleged that the proposal was initiated without consulting stakeholders and public at large. A 2021 report from NewsClick cites Sohail Hashmi insinuating that the Modi government was likely destroying ancient artifacts. Now, if you were someone who does not have India's best interest in heart and would like to see development in India stalled, how likely are you to pay someone to criticize one of the biggest developmental projects? All this while the world grappled with the COVID-19 pandemic. Any counter to this would get a sane person branded as a bhakt, because in their heads, India is Modi. Paranjoy Guha Thakurta, as per his own website, is a consultant with NewsClick since May 2018. The Enforcement Directorate has revealed that out of the total rupees 38 crore, rupees 9.59 crore were infused via foreign direct investment. The rest of the monies were routed via export of services. This FDI investment came in April 2018, a year before 2019 general elections, by way of share subscription. NewsClick, a loss-making company, was registered in January 2018. A loss-making company allotting rupees 10 share for rupees 11,500 is bound to be questioned. ED has said that the origin of the money can be traced to an undisclosed source in China. Interestingly, one Joseph Raj, an electrician, was paid rupees 1.55 crore for maintenance work. This was not supported by any official documentation. ED has further revealed that rupees 52.09 lakh was paid to Bapaditya Sinha, also a shareholder in NewsClick. Sinha is member of CPIM's IT cell, manages social media accounts of various party leaders. The ED has also stated that Paranjoy Guha Thakurta received rupees 40.04 lakh. Interestingly, Guha Thakurta co-authored and published one propaganda book titled Flying Lies, The Rafale Deal. The subtitle of the book reads, The Role of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in India's Biggest Defence Scandal. The book is even published by Paranjoy and not a major publishing house such as Penguin or Bloomsbury or so. Who funded it? Surely investigative journalism needs money. Publishing books requires money as well. And most importantly, writing a book and calling something India's biggest defense scandal when the Supreme Court of India has very clearly said there was no scam in Rafale deal. Reeks of propaganda if you ask me. During the run-up to 2019 general elections, Congress Rahul Gandhi had based his entire campaign on Rafale deal, terming it as a scandal. But in December 2018, the Supreme Court dismissed all the petitions, seeking a court-monitored investigation into the Rafale deal. The court said it has not found any material to show that there has been any commercial favoritism. The court said that the perception of an individual cannot form the basis of interference. There is no reason for interference in the choice of offset partner, and perception of individuals can't be the basis for roving inquiry in sensitive issue of defense procurement, said the then CGI Gogoi. But Paranjoy Guha Thakurta, an avid Modi hater, does not believe the Supreme Court and goes ahead and writes a 550-plus page book calling something that is an absolutely legal government to government arms deal a biggest scandal. Government of India, French government, French companies, Supreme Court of India, everyone is wrong and only Paranjoy is right. It is so bad that even Rahul Gandhi has moved on to making newer allegations and put Rafale in the past as a non-issue after the baseless allegations did not give desired results in 2019. But this makes one wonder, if you were someone who wanted to propagate an anti-Modi narrative, accuse him of corruption, would you pay someone to write propaganda pieces like articles or even books to spread it? How much would you pay for it? One wonders, how much is the price to sell the soul of your nation? Where do we even begin when it comes to Teesta Setalvad? Teesta Setalvad rose to prominence as an activist who was fighting for 2002 Gujarat rights victims. But do you know she is accused of parroting the victims to keep the political plot boiling? In June 2022, the Supreme Court of India rejected an appeal against the clean chit given to PM Modi in 2002 Gujarat rights. The apex court accepted the SIT report and held that the plea was an attempt to keep the pot boiling. Teesta Setalvad was another petitioner in the case. Zakia Jafri is widow of Ehsan Jafri, former Congress MLA who was killed by a rioting mob after he opened fire from his roof. The court said that the petitions were filed over the years with the objective to keep the pot boiling with ulterior design. Teesta Setalvad is also accused of embezzling the funds received for riot victims. Not only that, even during the Shaheen Bagh protest during the Citizenship Amendment Act, Teesta Setalvad was caught tutoring protesters on what to talk to media personnel. During the raids by Delhi police, those involved were also asked about their coverage during the CEA, NRC and farmer agitation, amongst others. Setalvad's husband Javed Anand, her daughter Tamara and son Gibran are also accused of having received money from Chinese sources. So this begs the question, what was Teesta being paid for, if at all, if she was not associated with NewsClick directly? Another individual that is accused to have received foreign funding from China via NewsClick is Gautam Navlakha. As per reports, he has received rupees 20.53 lakh. In March 2023, Navlakha's lawyers, in an ongoing case against him over his alleged Maoist links, had argued that he had gone to conduct interviews as a journalist. Navlakha is one of the accused in the Bhima Koregaon violence case. The Bombay High Court was informed by the NIA in its response to the bail motion made by Gautam Navlakha that the terrorist Ghulam Nabi Faye had referred to Gautam Navlakha to a Pakistani ISIS general in order to recruit him. Moreover, he also reportedly made at least 3 trips to the US to speak to Ghulam Nabi Faye, founded Kashmiri American Council. And while only the investigation can reveal the motives and further details of Chinese funding and for what purpose were they used for, at this point it is safe to say that this is just the tip of the iceberg and more skeletons will tumble out as investigation intensifies. Thank you for watching. If you liked the content, do like, share and subscribe to our channel, The Pamphlet.